I was trying to concentrate on looking at the thing. Yeah.
Right, there we go then. Fish number 2.
One of them looks like it might be a double as well, so happy days. Can we not get through? You can lift the gate, you can open the gate, mate. Last time you could open the gate. That's it.
Right.
See you there.
How to get first swim choice?
Yeah. I think mine's heavier. I got a feeling mine's heavier than yours. I'm not sure. Are you ready? Easy. It's a lot of work. Right, welcome to a new video. We're back on the bank. You join myself and Hugh, who is just down there trying to get a rod sorted. So we're out for a day session. It's days only at the moment because we're in lockdown 3. And local as well, we can't go too far, so we've come to a local club ticket. And we're doing a little bit of small water pike fishing. We've not really pike fished on this lake before, so we're not too sure what's going to happen. But I do know a few fish have been caught recently, so hopefully we might have something. I think they've been caught up to about £20 in the past, but I don't know if those fish are around anymore. I don't know if they were sort of older fish. But yeah, we're going to give it a go and see what we can have. We've been here about an hour and nothing has happened yet. Just got a couple of rods out each. Ledger in, dead baits, pretty much fishing. I think we're all fishing smelt at the moment. So I've got one down this margin here, and I've got one sort of into open water. Hugh's got another one just there into open water in front of us here, and then he's put one in the corner swim just down here, just fished in close, so it looks quite nice down in that corner. But it's very cold today, as you can see. I'm quite rugged up. It's meant to be sort of, I think, -6, -7 wind chill. It's not too bad at the moment, but the wind is meant to pick up later on, and we're meant to have some really strong winds. But I think it's about 0, maybe -1 degrees this morning when we come out. I'd say it's maybe just a bit over freezing at the moment, but it's not too bad, to be fair, with a bit of clothing on. So anyway, we'll see how we get on. We're going to be fishing off the barrows. We've got the barrows behind us. We're going to be fishing off the barrows, moving around, trying a few different swims, and we'll see if we can put some on the bank and get some up for the cameras. So yeah, let's see what happens. Yeah. Hey. First one of you, mate.
Well done, mate.
Pale little point.
I'm glad you spotted it.
It's like that's away.
And that's the thing, it just dropped back, and then I was like,
oh, I was filming the sky.
Thinking the line's still in the clip, and then I looked and I'm thinking, yeah, but the line's going that way.
Yeah.
Right, there we go then, bite number 1. Just fishing a smelt over to the far bank, and yeah, I've only been fishing about an hour or so and it's gone rattling off. So lovely condition, probably £6, something like that. And yeah, happy days to get off a mark on this freezing cold day. First fish of 2021 for me.
I just let go out of there. Off he goes.
Right then, so I've just slipped back that fish, and I thought I'd talk you through some of the rig mechanics that I've been using, which might be slightly different to something you've been doing. But first of all, I feel like I almost should reintroduce myself. It's been a long time since you've seen me on camera. In fact, I've been out fishing, whereas Sean has been doing really well up on the local reservoir, and that's kind of like lit my fire a little bit to get back out and yeah, try and catch some pike. Obviously lockdown 3 has meant we can only come local, and yeah, there's nothing of quite the size and stamps that he's been going at. But yeah, if you haven't seen any of those videos, make sure you go check them out, because yeah, it really shows how his journey on there is coming together, and hopefully we can get back out there soon. So on here, start off with first swim, one of the rods I just wanted to underarm to the far bank. So instead of using a running ledger system, what I've done is actually just crimped on a couple of swan shot. So that's some 28-pound Drennan wire, 2 size 4 barbless trebles, and yeah, instead of having a 2 or 3 ounce lead, it just means there's a little less resistance, enough weight for me to cast it to the far side. And yeah, and sometimes on a day ticket where they've been fished quite heavily throughout the winter, actually, you know, a slightly supple method can actually result as it did in that take. So yeah, ended up in a massive drop back rather than a blistering take. So investigate every little bleep, and yeah, maybe it's something you can put into your fishing, especially if you're on a pressure day ticket water. So give it a try.
Right, we've moved swims. We were sort of over there. We've come all the way around up the hill and dropped into this side. I've dropped into this corner because it's quite snaggy. Got a few sort of overhanging trees, nice overhanging cover from the tree line along there. So we're going to give it a little go along here. Hugh's got in to the left. He's just put one out. There you go. He's just fishing it across over there. So I'm going to fish one sort of out along here and one a bit further up. Just using a smelt on this rod. This is going to be the right hand rod. Smelt, simple running rig, standard setup. Let's get it out. I'm going to just underarm this one, hopefully just behind the back of that tree. Let's open a bit closer than that. It's actually very shallow. I don't know if it's too shallow, but we'll give it a go for a bit. Absolute rubbish. So, right one is out just off the back of this tree. And left one I've just dropped under my feet down here. So it looks quite nice and snaggy. And then Hugh's fishing further out over towards the other side. So I'll give that a go for a bit, see if anything happens. And we'll go from there. Oh, it's come off! Oh, that must have been tiny. Huh? I found it. It must have been tiny. It's ripped the back of the fish open. That must have been tiny little fish. I don't reckon it even must have had the bait. Yeah, I reckon it must have just like... it might have even been between the trebles. Because where the fish has been bit, there, it might have even been like between the trebles like that. Because they literally pulled it, went bounce, bounce back and then dropped off. That's a bit annoying. There's obviously something out there. What the hell's going on? Well, that was annoying. Right, so we've moved a couple of times. We're now down towards the narrow end of the lake. So we fished over there, over on that bit. We fished up in that corner, and then we're fishing down here. Nothing's happened down here, but I've had a rod in down a margin, and that's not produced anything. So they smelt. I've had a rod on the far side. Hugh's to my left, and he's not had anything either. Just going to put this out into mid-water for a bit. Just basically just keep moving them around and trying some different spots. But yeah, not a lot's happened. It's just been that one fish that Hugh had first thing, and then the other areas, well, the corner down there, I had a couple of drop takes, but other than that, nothing else has really happened. But we'll keep redoing the rods a bit and moving them around, see if something goes. We might try moving, depending on how it goes up along here. Might try moving again for the last bit of the day, going into the evening. good to go. Right then, that is the end of the session. We've decided to call it quits. Hugh's got to get home. I'm going to follow tow, and it's been a bit slow to be honest, but it was nice to see fish put fish. It's nice to see Hugh put a fish on the bank this morning. He's hiding back there. But we thought we'd leave you with a bit of footage from. It was at the start of the autumn 2020, so a while back now, but I actually found some footage the other day of a session we did up in the Cotswolds, which turned out to be pretty productive, didn't it, mate?
Yeah, it did indeed, and actually I think you might find it's got a PV in it somehow, so yeah, don't give too much away, but check it out.
Check it out. No wonder I had a shit bite. Oh! Right, morning then. So as you can see, we're back on the bank. Myself and Hugh, we have come out for a day session. We've done some predator fishing. We've already managed one, only a little jack, but nice for the rod to go off. Well, here we go then, second fish of this day session. A bit bigger than the last one. Unfortunately, I think this fish has probably seen better days. He's blind in one eye, very skinny. He could have probably done with that meal, to be honest. But yeah, we moved swim, second swim, close in rod's gone off, and I've had this one. So happy days. We'll get her back, and hopefully Hugh will have one next. Well, there's nothing happening on the point. Just getting the swans, pick up the rods all the time. No pike off the point. Hey, he's got one! Go on! Whee! Well, Hugh's gone from having a bit of a quiet day to having two fish very quickly. One of them looks like it might be a double as well, so happy days. Right, there we go then, my first one of the day. The light's just starting to drop, and yeah, we've just moved and the rod's rattled off. So what was looking like a bleak day has turned around, especially seeing as we've got another one in the net. So we'll slit this little fella back and get out his bigger brother. Right, there we go then, fish number two. This one came just as we were trying to sort out the pictures for the first one, and yeah, a new personal best, 14 pounds on the nose. Nothing massive, I know, but first day piking, and I am absolutely chuffed, to be honest. So yeah, let's slip him back, get the rod back out, and fingers crossed, as the light dies off, we'll get another one.